Good afternoon. For my project, my mastery, I couldn't really decide what to do right away. I've always wanted to learn how to juggle, and perhaps one day I will. But for this project, I settled on food. One of my favorite chefs, Alton Brown, used to host Good Eats on the Food Network, now does Iron Chef America and other shows like that. Showed a video on how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. And so for my project, that's something that I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to show you how to make it. In Alton's video, he explained how normally when people make a grilled cheese sandwich, it really is a griddled sandwich with melted cheese on top of it. So what we're gonna make today is going to be a grilled sandwich with grilled cheese. Very excited to show you how to do this today. So for this, we are going to be using sharp cheddar. I got about 2 ounces of sharp cheddar and another 2 ounces of American. Now, I know what you're thinking, American isn't really cheese. It's still a comfort food. It's very creamy. I like the way it melts. I think it'll be very good for this, and it's definitely not what Alton used in the original video. What he did do, however, was spice his cheese with paprika, ground mustard, and pepper. We're also going to be using a nice thick cut sourdough toast bread. So first we're going to combine the the dry ingredients with the cheese. Paprika, mustard, and some pepper. All right, now that that is combined, what I did here was I made a boat out of aluminum foil and placed the cheese in there. Now we're gonna put this on the grill off the heat, indirect heat. I apologize, I'm using a cell phone camera. Deal with it. I'm gonna go ahead and close that, and in the meantime prepare the bread. You can use butter, olive oil, but what I really think makes a great grilled cheese is mayo. Not a huge fan, but what it does to the bread makes it a delicious golden brown, delicious flavor, texture, just enough crunch. I think it's perfect, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. All right, so the bread is going to go over direct heat. We're gonna just keep an eye on it, flipping as needed. It'll probably take about a minute or 2 for this to come out a nice crunch, nice grill marks. I think it'll look very pretty. And then keep an eye on our cheese as well. This is melting evenly. Should be all right in another 2 to 3 minutes. So while this is grilling, one thing that I will admit that Alton did in his original video was use a charcoal grill. Now that probably will add to the flavor and make it even better, but I don't have one of those. So I'm using a gas grill. Deal with it. All right, so I just took them off the heat. They look amazing. The first thing I'm gonna do is get the cheese onto the sandwich. I'm gonna just fold down the edge and slide it off. Unfortunately, I don't have 3 hands, so I can't show you doing that, but you'll just have to trust me. Oh my gooey goodness, this looks amazing. One other thing that I'm going to add that Alton didn't was some bacon. You don't have to, but you should. The very last thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and cut it now, and then I'm gonna wrap it in foil, stick it back on the grill off of indirect heat for another minute or so to really let the cheese and the bread just melt together.